Hold onto your seats, NBA fans. What if I told you that DeMar DeRozan could be suiting up for the Clippers next season? And get this, it might all go down because Paul George is headed for the exit. Is LA about to flip the script on the entire league? Stick around, because we're diving deep into the trade rumor that's setting the basketball world on fire. Welcome to Chicago Bulls News, your go-to source for the latest updates on the Windy City's favorite team. Today, we're talking about none other than DeMar DeRozan potentially heading to the Los Angeles Clippers in a sign and trade deal. But here's the kicker: this could all be happening in the wake of Paul George's potential exit. Buckle up, folks, because we're about to break down this wild scenario and what it could mean for both the Clippers and the Bulls. Before we dive into the meat of this rumor, let's set the stage. DeMar DeRozan, the four-time All-Star, has been a cornerstone for the Chicago Bulls since joining the team in 2021. He's been putting up impressive numbers, averaging 26.2 points, 4.9 rebounds, and 5.1 assists per game this season. But with the Bulls struggling to make a deep playoff run, there's been speculation about DeRozan's future with the team. On the other side of this equation, we have the Los Angeles Clippers. They've been a perennial contender in the Western Conference, but they've fallen short of their championship aspirations. And now, with rumors swirling about Paul George potentially leaving, the Clippers might be looking to shake things up in a big way. Let's talk about the elephant in the room: Paul George. PG-13 has been a crucial part of the Clippers' core alongside Kawhi Leonard. But recent reports suggest that George might be eyeing an exit from LA. This potential departure could be the catalyst for a major roster overhaul for the Clippers. If George does leave, it would create a significant void in the Clippers lineup. They'd be losing not just a superstar talent, but also a player who can create his own shot, facilitate for others, and defend at an elite level. This is where DeMar DeRozan comes into the picture. Why DeRozan to the Clippers makes sense. Now, you might be wondering, why would the Clippers target DeRozan? Well, let me break it down for you. Scoring punch: DeRozan is one of the most reliable scorers in the league. His ability to create his own shot and get to the free throw line would help fill the offensive void left by Paul George. Playmaking: while not traditionally viewed as a point guard, DeRozan has significantly improved his playmaking skills over the years. He could help take some of the playmaking burden off Kawhi Leonard. LA connection: don't forget, DeRozan is an LA native. He played his college ball at USC and has often expressed his love for his hometown. The chance to play for a contender in his city could be very appealing. Chemistry: with Kawhi, DeRozan and Leonard were teammates in Toronto. While their partnership was cut short by the Leonard trade, they showed promising chemistry on the court. Win now mentality: the Clippers' championship window isn't getting any wider. Adding a proven veteran like DeRozan could help them maximize their chances while Leonard is still in his prime. The Bulls' perspective. Now, let's flip the script and look at this from the Chicago Bulls' point of view. Why would they even consider parting ways with DeRozan? First off, the Bulls have been stuck in a sort of NBA purgatory. They're good enough to compete for a playoff spot, but not quite good enough to be true contenders. This has led to speculation about whether it's time to retool or even rebuild. DeRozan isn't getting any younger. At 34, he doesn't quite fit the timeline if the Bulls decide to build around younger players like Patrick Williams and Ayo Dosunmu. A sign and trade could allow the Bulls to get valuable assets in return, rather than potentially losing DeRozan for nothing in free agency. Moreover, moving DeRozan could give the Bulls more financial flexibility. With Zach LaVine already on a max contract, freeing up cap space could allow them to pursue other free agents or absorb contracts in trades to acquire more draft picks. The potential trade package. So, what could a sign and trade deal between the Clippers and Bulls look like? Let's speculate a bit. The Clippers would likely need to send out a combination of players to match salaries. This could include guys like Norman Powell, Terrence Mann, or even Marcus Morris Sr. The Bulls might also be interested in some of the Clippers' young talents like Brandon Boston Jr. or Kobe Brown. Draft picks would almost certainly be part of the equation. The Clippers have limited draft capital due to previous trades, but they could potentially offer their 2028 first-round pick, which is currently the earliest first-rounder they can trade. Impact on both teams. If this trade were to happen, it would have significant implications for both franchises. For the Clippers, adding DeRozan would give them another offensive weapon to pair with Kawhi Leonard. It would help offset the loss of Paul George and potentially extend their championship window. However, they'd be betting big on an aging core, which could be risky. For the Bulls, this could signal the beginning of a rebuild or retool. They'd be losing their leading scorer, but gaining assets that could help them in the long run. It would also likely mean a larger role for Zach LaVine and potentially Patrick Williams. A move like this wouldn't just affect the Clippers and Bulls. It could have ripple effects across the league. Other teams in the Western Conference would have to game plan for a new-look Clippers team. The DeRozan-Leonard pairing could be a nightmare for opposing defenses. In the East, the Bulls potentially taking a step back could open up opportunities for other teams to move up in the playoff race. Teams like the Pacers or Magic could see this as a chance to make a push. Now, I can already hear the keyboards clacking in the comments section. Clippers fans, I know you're excited about the possibility of adding another star, but are you worried about the team's age? Bulls fans, I can sense your frustration. Are you ready for a potential rebuild, or do you think the team should try to retool around DeRozan? Remember, folks, at this point, this is all speculation. Neither team has officially commented on these rumors. But in the NBA, where there's smoke, there's often fire. Keep an eye on any news coming out of Chicago or LA. The draft and free agency are just around the corner, and that's when things could really start heating up. Alright, basketball fans, that's all we've got for you today on this potential DeMar DeRozan sign and trade to the Clippers. What do you think? Is this a move that makes sense for both teams? Or is this just another wild NBA rumor? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more NBA news and analysis. Until next time, keep balling.